Hey y'all. In New York, as you can see, still. Uh, so, welcome to my channel. Um, like or dislike, subscribe if you want to. I suggest you don't put on the notifications. There's no need for notifications, honestly. Um, Leave any comments if you want. I will look up those comments. I do read those comments. Also, the other aspect is you're welcome to basically leave a question and we'll try to answer them as well too. Also, and I would love to have video chats with others. Kind of like a creator studio type of thing, Zoom type of thing between us, or to back and forth type of responses with video. Also, of note, again, these are all my opinions alone. Don't represent anyone, any unit, any organization. Same thing with the aspect of any facts I try to, or anything I talk about. It's not truly fact checked. To be quite honest, they're not fact checked. It's basically if it's stuff maybe I've heard secondhand, third hand, whatever it is, or basically may have overheard and making assumptions and such. If I do a fact check, I will let you know about that. It was fact checked, etc. Basically. Um, so um, I was talking recently with someone on through Lunch Club, and it was really weird talking about what some things we I would want to do basically, and I kind of mentioned blockchain. The individual thought oh, isn't blockchain because of the whole crypto thing with everything? Don't you think that's a little like passe per se, or uh, you know been here, done that, now it's gone? Yes and no. Here's the thing: this is blockchain, not crypto. Crypto, some aspects of crypto may not be in the perspective of being gone or something like that. It's still going to be there, but the underlying technology with the blockchain aspects as well as smart contracts, etc., that's not going away. That's a case of like you owning your data, having some accountability with the data that you own and such, and no one owning it at that point. So I think that from that is one of those things where I try to convince people look, blockchain's not dying. Crypto might be dying, but blockchain is not. Others does. Everyone assumes, oh well, if you're going to be creating a creating a Web3 type of environment or decentralized environment, you're going to have to involve some crypto. No, you don't. You do not have to. You can apply it, but you don't have to. Yeah, granted, the whole blockchain aspects is transactionally, it's not as scalable as it should be, but I think we're getting to that point where once it becomes a little bit more mature, I think then it becomes a little bit more transactionally viable at that point. Let's not forget, the web way back when, in its early stages, transactionally, it was not notoriously slow and horrible. CDN started coming about it. So honestly, you'll see probably new other technologies coming as a result to improve the performance and scalability of blockchain. So please don't knock out blockchain or disregard blockchain. You still got to keep it in the back of your mind. Now the whole thing with crypto, as far as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other, because of the FTX collapse. You know what? That's FTX. All these other exchanges, DeFi exchanges that are with their own crypto or their alternative crypto, alt crypto, basically. Honestly, look, one that comes out and that overtakes Bitcoin, great. But in reality, it's still going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum anyways, unless there's a reliable, stable aspect of some crypto that's decentralized, that's not controlled by one large government or one a very large entity. I think that will still be around. It's more of a case for how it's used. Now, some people are saying, oh well, blockchain or crypto itself, basically, as far as whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, or anything else, it's a way to money launder. Well, yeah, it is, but you can still money launder it currently as well too. It's just a little bit in this situation where you money launder, it's semi-anonymous, not totally anonymous, but semi-anonymous. At least there's a ledger to the point where it's coming from. You can still track it down to the wallet. It's just a matter of getting to that wallet and then figure out who owns that wallet at that point. So that's one of the things where I've always thought, crypto is not going to die out. Honestly, in the beginning, remember, crypto was used, nefariously with with the Silk Road, yeah, Silk Road. Um, It was, or was it Silk Road? I can't remember the Silk Web. Basically, what was on the dark web. And there's the dark web still exists. It's not going to go away. And crypto on there is probably going to, it's going to be defined from there first before it gets defined out elsewhere. And I think Bitcoin, because of the fact that I think once we saw that the 10,000 bitcoins being used for dominoes, a price was set at that point. I'm actually kind of curious about the 10,000 Bitcoin that was used to buy the Domino's Pizza. The Domino's owner, does he still have those 10,000, or did he sell them off at a certain period or such? I mean, if he had still had those 10,000, and when it was at like 50,000, he would have had a $500 million right then and there for that franchise owner. But in any case, is Bitcoin still usable? Yeah, but now it's becoming more and more difficult. Honestly, I think it's because of the fact of the finite amount of Bitcoin that's out there. That's where it's going to be a little tricky. Whereas Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, yeah, those were meant as jokes, as memes, but it's because the fact is like, will they be viable? No. I think the fact that Musk is trying to prop it up, the Dogecoin, that is. I mean, it's more of a case for like the honest absurdity of it. I think he's trying to prove the absurdity of it, basically, which makes sense. Dogecoin at 7 cents right now, the absurdity of it is not funny, as well as Shiba Inu. Now others are getting seriously involved in it to burn all the coins out there, like burn all the Shiba Inus and burn all the Dogecoins to like basically increase the pricing. That's a little unfortunate in that situation. But I mean, there's probably money to be made off of it if you can become a crypto king, queen, billionaire, millionaire. Albeit, go for it. If you can control it, that's great. Honestly, I don't know how you can, but I mean, I won't be trusting these um, forums, whether it be Reddit, Discord, or anything else for that matter, when it's related to such stuff like this, as well as penny stocks. Yeah, I mean, there were some where I think recently you saw like a group tried to like sucker people into like buying off, propping up like pretty much like a pump and dump scheme. They got people to follow them. They're like, oh yeah, if I make money, you'll make money. Follow me, and all such, etc. Basically, I don't fall for that crap, unfortunately. Now, can I see the trends if I were to see what they were doing? Yeah, then I would follow into them and then get out as quickly as before they can when they prop it up, basically at that point. But the thing is, it's like that's very hard to do. Honestly, I prefer just if I were to help out people, I prefer to help people versus like to swindle them out of money. If I lose, misery loves company. So that's one of the things. I would if I was gonna lose, yeah, I would love other people to lose. If I make money, I would love other people to make money as well too, through this whole stock trading, especially with penny stocks. Um, can that happen? I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's still in the early, like towards the tail end of the year. We know that notoriously at the end of the year, money makers, money movers try to pump up some stock and then dump out as quickly as possible. I would love to see if I could find some that are pump and dumps. Like when I know they're going to be pumped up, and then I'll get in and then dump out. Now, if I can let other people know at that same time, it's like, hey, look, it looks like a pump and dump. So when you see it jump up, get out as quickly as possible too, because like I have a feeling that the people that are trying to move it are going to try and dump it. So from that perspective, it's very tricky. It's the same thing with crypto as well too. Crypto has that aspect, and that's one of the things I kind of like about crypto is like you could still have some accountability with measuring the um, the ledger itself, basically, on the wallet, and tracing it back to whomever. Whereas with stock trading, you do have these organizations that try to prevent that from happening. So that's one of the things I'm kind of curious about with crypto and crypto trading, basically, especially with altcoins, because it's not there's no government entity that can monitor it. It's a question of how much can you get away with it. And the thing I'm kind of curious about is like I'm surprised the mafia, or yeah, some form of the mafia, whether it be the Italian mob, the yakuza, the triads, the cartels out there and such, that they haven't been trying to use this, crypto as a way to, pump and dump some of the stuff, buy whatever it is, make multi-million dollars, etc. Basically, I don't know if it is. I haven't read about it, seen it, but if it isn't, okay. With that, I think I'll just end it off a little earlier on that because this is a much larger topic, which I would have to allocate 30 minutes for, basically, or 40 minutes for. And I don't think this is one thing I want to just freebase off of because I'm going off in tangents as well too when I was talking about blockchain. But with that, unfiltered, unedited, and unrehearsed. Until next time.